And Enel Green Power is first and foremost a generator of electricity, and so our primary mission is generating hydropower. The water column is our responsibility, the water that passes through and maintaining the aesthetic appearance of that canal so that we can enable the flow of water to supply the turbines that are located in the powerhouses. The State Department of Conservation and Recreation, which is an agency of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, owns a number of the historic buildings and gatehouses and dam structures.
In 1986, the state of Massachusetts park system, basically, what's now called the DCR, the Department of Conservation and Recreation, purchased the air rights over the canals, all of the kind of gatehouses, the historic structures, although nothing to do with the operation of the canals. That's still owned by the power company. And it also purchased the recreation rights on the canals, meaning that it can sail boats on it, it can allow people to put boats on it, and so forth. Lowell National Historical Park also has a lot of easements.
Each of the different entities has a different mission and a different purpose. So Enel Green Power is a company, and they are their business is to use the canals for power production. That's not the same kind of interest that the national park has in making sure that the walls are preserved to preserve that history, that story, the story of the workers that are building those canals, and that's different a bit than DCR as well, who is they're really charged with making sure that these things can be preserved for their recreational benefit to the city and to the residents and to visitors of Lowell. So those are very different things that each of the entities is trying to accomplish, and it requires a very delicate kind of balancing act between all of their interests. And also a tremendous amount of cooperation and working in partnership to just try to get something as simple as removing the vegetation from the canal walls.
Knowing that it's still, a functioning canal system, which a lot of people don't realize, either living, working, or even visiting here. It's a 5.5-mile system, still producing hydroelectric power today, which presents its own challenges within a tourist or a visitor setting as well.
And Enel Green Power is first and foremost a generator of electricity, and so our primary mission is generating hydropower. So we all have different missions, if you will, and different styles of budgets and different incentives, and sort of the alignment of these incentives is important because the canal system is a defining feature of the city of Lowell. It's not just a conduit for lumber and agricultural projects as it was once designed in the late 18th century, and it's no longer spinning looms to generate textile. It's now an important feature of Lowell's economy, its downtown development.